the pastoral care director at the North location, and I get to spend just a couple of minutes talking about yesterday's message and some of the parts that stood out to me. It was just a great message, and I think it's one that I need to spend some more time even processing, maybe even watch it again. So if you didn't get a chance to watch, or maybe you are like me and you want to spend some more time with it, you can check that out. But one of the main points that Pastor Tyler brought out was that Jesus chose the area of Peter's life that meant the most to him, and that's where he came to meet him. And so I was just thinking about how so many times I think it's natural to invite God into the part of our life where we struggle, or it doesn't come naturally to us, or we really see that we need a miracle, and we need God to come through and to do what we can't. And I think it's more natural to pray and to invite God into those areas and to surrender to Him in those areas, because we know we can't do it. And we see miracles when we lay those things down before God. But this story shows us that God not only wants to be involved in every part of our lives, especially the parts that mean the most to us, especially the parts that are at that core of our identity, those things that we are good at, we have talent and skill, those parts of life where we do feel confident and we feel natural and we don't necessarily feel that need for help, that God not only wants to be involved, but He actually wants to come in as the expert. So we see Jesus telling Peter how to do his job. And so Peter's been a fisherman his whole life. And Jesus comes in and he not only gets in the boat, but then he tells Peter how to fish. And that just struck me because I don't think that's natural for us to not only allow God to come into those parts of our lives, but to surrender to the extent that He can tell us how to do those things, how to use our gifts, how to use the platform that He's given us, whether that's a job or your family or a talent that you have. And we actually let Him be the expert in those things. And what I love about this story is that even though that was something that Peter was good at, God still got the honor and glory from the situation, because what Jesus did was still more than Peter could have ever done on his own. It was still miraculous. And so I guess my encouragement for the day is just to look at your life and to see, where are you involving God, actively inviting Him in? And how are you taking those things that mean the most to you and surrendering them to God, to the point where He can be the expert, that He can be the teacher in those things, and we're ready to receive that from Him, because I believe that as much as He can do the miraculous in our weakness, how much more when we surrender our gifts in those areas of strength that we have, can God then transform those? And just like Pastor Tyler was talking about, the mission that God had for Peter, that God could take those areas, that platform, that skill set that He's given you and me, and to truly turn that around for the kingdom of God. So anyway, thanks for spending a few minutes with us today, guys. Have a good day.